Alrighty guys, so on this particular video, I'm going to show you how to make some minor adjustments to your website. There are a couple of things on here that are not the way I'd like it to be displayed in my final version of my website. For instance, I've got these aquamarine lines sitting in between my footer, in between my navigation and my content area. I want to get rid of those. Also, my image, it needs to be moved. Currently, it is sitting way too close to the edge. I feel like it looks really unprofessional this way. I want to tidy this up. There are a few things that I can do to fix it up. This is part of the debugging where we look at a few errors and we try our best to be able to adjust those errors to make them work for us. All right, first and foremost, let's start off over here with my footer. I'm going to come over here to the top where I've got my footer. And what I want to do with my footer over here is I want to start off by adding a bit of padding. By adding a bit of padding in my footer, what I'm doing is I'm creating extra room for my footer to sit. So I'll be creating some padding here. And my padding for this is going to be, I reckon I might just try 5 pixels and see what that looks like. I'm going to go Control S to save. I'm going to go back to my website and scroll down to my footer and refresh. Okay, so it's given me a bit more room. It's given me 5 pixels at the top and the bottom, so it's made it a bit wider. However, it hasn't actually fixed up that error over there. So what this means is my main content area will probably need to have a little bit of padding as well. So let's go to my main content area over here. Okay, so in my main content area, I want to add a little bit of extra padding to the bottom. Padding to the bottom, and I am going to make it about, let's just say 10 pixels. And let's go Control S to save to check it out. Come over here to my website, refresh it, and you'll notice now that that space is gone. I will have to do the same for my navigation and my content area over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of extra padding to the top, and I'm going to make this one here 10 pixels as well. And in addition to that, I'm also going to add a little bit of padding on my top navigation. So I'm going to come over here to my top navigation. I'm going to make it here, it says currently 0. I'm going to make it 10 pixels. Okay. I'm now going to go, make sure the syntax is correct. I'm going to go Control S to save. I am going to come over here to my website and I'm going to refresh. Now have a look at that. I've fixed up all the errors I have, all the spaces that I have created. Finally, the last thing that I do need to work out is the extra space near my image. I feel like it's too far to the right. I need to move it a little bit more inside, so it's sitting inside that content space. So what I'm going to do over here is in my main content image space over here, I'm going to create some padding, and I'm going to do some padding at the top. I'm going to make it so that it is sitting probably about 25 pixels because I want it to be in line with my content. In addition to that, I'm also going to create a little bit of padding to the right. And for this padding, I am going to make it 20 pixels. Once I've done that, I'm going to save. Now you'll notice for this particular adjustments that I've made, all of them have been around padding, and you'll notice that it's made a considerable adjustment not only to the way my website looks, but also to the way things are sitting on my website. Okay, that is it for this tutorial.